Today we have our guest, Mr. Mehtab Haider. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Walaikum
How
assalam.
are you, sir?
I'm
Are
fine.
you enjoying out here in the nature?
Of course, it's a beautiful weather.
Absolutely, sir. So, sir, my first question to you is that FBR has extended the deadline for filing income tax return to October 31. What could be the reason behind it, and how do you see it for the people who are actually filing the taxes?
Actually, this time FBR has so far received 5.2 million returns so far. And till 15 October in the last year, the FBR had received 4.6 million. So there is increased number of people who have filed their returns. But because of the blockade of roads and slowdown of internet, it has actually compelled the FBR to extend its date second time. Earlier,
Right.
the due date was 30th September.
Absolutely.
Then it was extended up to October 15. And now, till
31st.
October 31st, the date has been extended. And FBR expects that more than 8 billion people are going to file their returns. So, keeping in view this, and there was a demand from all the relevant stakeholders that there is a need to extend the deadline.
So, having said that, what do you think how it is going to impact the citizens? Is it a good news for them?
Of course, it's a good news for them because there is a need to increase the number of return filers, but there is also need to increase the burden of the tax base in such a manner which can also yield the tax payment. So, of course, documentation of economy will help the FBR, and of course, uh, helping FBR means that you are going to discharge the responsibility being citizen of this country.
So, petrol prices have seen a sharp slash of 6 rupees 6 per liter, approximately. So,
Yes.
do you think there are reports that it might further drop, or what could be the reason, and what do you think? Are the petrol prices gonna slash more?
Actually, fuel prices in international market has gone down. So there is a room available to the government of Pakistan, especially to the Ministry of Finance, to reduce the petroleum prices. And this time, we have seen reduction both in petrol as well as in HSD, high speed diesel. But this time, there is also a reduction in the kerosene oil. And
Okay.
it's a significant development because, kerosene means kerosene oil is being used by the poorest of the poor. And reduction in high speed diesel means that the transportation cost is going to be reduced. But there is a need to remain vigilant, especially by the provincial government, so that the transport fares should also be reduced accordingly. And this will also help to reduce inflationary pressures.
Sir, this is what I was about to ask you. Okay, what impact do you think if this slashing of prices, petroleum prices continues? What effect it is going to leave on the inflation? Are we going to see any relief?
Of course, because uh, because of these devastating floods, the inflation numbers is slightly go up. And earlier there were projections that it will hover around 5 to 7%.
Absolutely.
But because of this flood, this number may probably go up to the range of 7 to 7.5%. But because of this reduction in fuel prices, of course, it will help to achieve reduction in transport fares. It will help to reduce electricity prices, and it will also reduce the overall inflationary pressures. So it's a good news and it's relief for the poor people of Pakistan.
And especially given the fact, sir, that there have been devastating floods across the country, it is going to be a relief.
But another thing which I want to mention, This time, the PUL prices has witnessed a reduction, but the RLNG prices has gone up
Okay.
slightly gone up. So it might not affect the overall inflationary pressures, but this reduction in PUL prices, of course, it will have significant impact on reduction in the inflationary pressures.
So are we going to see this trend happening?
It depends because it's very difficult to predict PUL prices in international market. But there is demand stability. So we can expect that because of exchange rate stability and because of keeping the prices of PUL international market stable, it means that it's going to provide a relief to Pakistan's policymakers as well as to the population of Pakistan.
Sir, IMF and Pakistan's finally reached staff level agreement on 1.2 billion US dollars bailout. What is coming next?
Actually, we have predicted that this staff level agreement is expected within weeks. And during this week, when Pakistan's finance minister is currently visiting United States to attend the annual meeting of the IMF and World Bank, this staff level agreement has been struck. It's a significant development because it will help Pakistan to restore the confidence of international investors that Pakistan is not facing any risk of default. Now, Pakistan is set and poised to achieve one notch improvement from the international credit rating agencies. Now we should expect that the Panda bond will be launched in Chinese market, where Pakistan is eyeing to attract a $1 billion, and its first installment or first prescription will be 200 to $250 million. And secondly, now Pakistan can also consider launching of Eurobond in any other international market, especially to attract investment from United States and other parts of the world. So in the second half of the current financial year means from January to June, Pakistan can consider to launch any international bond. And another thing which I must remind that Pakistan will have to repay a major installment on account of Eurobond to the tune of $1 billion in April. So there are chances that Pakistan is going to reappear on the international capital market because we were unable to launch any international bond in last couple of years.
And so that is going to be a good news for Pakistan economy.
Of course, it's a good news because diversifying your portfolio, external debt portfolio, is very important. Because if you are relying on one source or one avenue, it becomes difficult. So diversifying the portfolio on external debt is good omen for this country.
Sir, the wheat crisis in Pakistan. What are the updates on that, and what do you see happening regarding this?
Actually, Pakistan wheat production is hovering around more than 28 million tons, and our requirement is 30 million tons. So there is a gap. So I think policymakers are going to consider import of wheat to the tune of 1.5 to 2 million tons in order to stabilize the prices in the domestic market.
So, do you think how much it's gonna affect the prices?
Of course, because when there is a shortage, it will impact the prices. But it is yet to see that when the Pakistan's economic scissors, especially the finance minister, under the ECC forum, is going to take this decision of importing wheat, probably from United States or from any other destinations of the world, because earlier Pakistan used to import from Ukraine or Russia, but because of ongoing conflict in that region, it might be difficult to import uh, wheat from Ukraine. So this time we will have to explore any other market.
So, do you think our citizens should be ready for major price bombs?
I don't think that there will be major price surge in the wheat prices, but there might be some surge or some escalation in prices in domestic market if the government doesn't import wheat well on time.
Thank you so much, sir.
Always welcome. Thank you.
That's all for today. If you want us to discuss any other topic or anything you like, please do let us know in the comments and keep watching All of Your Business.